Uh, all right, this is what episode 9, I think, something like that. Um, yeah, it's already March, huh? Last time I was like, "Can you believe it's almost March?" And now it is. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, First thing I wanted to say is in the previous episode, or I think in the other one before it, I was talking about the life-changing beatdown that I got in Madden. Last night I went and redeemed myself. Yeah, I went and redeemed myself. Played like a good couple hours. First two games, first two games were just like last time. Okay, I got beat the fuck down. First two games, no, first game I did not even score. Okay, first game I did not even score. Second game I only scored 6, and it wasn't even an offensive touchdown. It was a defensive touchdown. Um, yeah. So those two games, those were some warm ups. All right, those were warm up games. After that, I started giving out the beatdowns. All right, the next game, my buddy he didn't get. He next game, it was like 36-0, and I beat him. All right. Then we played some more games, and then I kept going on a win streak. All right, I was on like a 4 or 5 game win streak, so it was pretty fun. Because oh my god, I've never played a game like Madden that is that it giveth and it taketh away. You know what I mean? It's one day you're a god, and then the other day you're just getting shit on for like 4 hours, and you're like, I I shouldn't have come here today. That's basically what it is. So yeah, I did the whole beatdown thing, and now because originally I didn't have a reason. I didn't have a reason to come to my buddy's place and play Madden anymore because I knew that I was going to get beat the fuck down. But now I have a reason to come back because I know that I can win. Okay, that's basically how it is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Finally figured out how to play some, so that's good. Um, Yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Oh my god, dude, you know what I noticed is like it's so hard to take up like an hour to just talk about nothing for an hour. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next one because I'm already struggling to talk about nothing because I have nothing to talk about that I can think of anyway. I can talk about something, but I just have nothing to talk about that I can think of off the top of my head. Um, but yeah, I got some shit written down, but it's probably only gonna make it to like 20 minutes, so we'll see. I'll see what I can figure out. But yeah, so uh, in terms of the pizza situation, okay, I okay, I went to HEB yesterday. Okay, this is the second time in the week that I've gone to HEB. Right, second time. Okay, I've already been there twice this week. Yesterday I go there. I get a couple of things, okay? I get some milk because I need to make ricotta cheese, which I'm going to make today. I get some flour because I was low on flour. And what else did I get? I got some vinegar, some lemons, um, mozzarella cheese also. So I got that right. Come back, and then later that night, I went to go play Madden. Then I come back, right? Then I'm like, okay, let me just make the dough, and then I'll just let it chill in the freezer. Chill in the fridge for at least for like a day, for like half a day or two, whenever. So whenever I need the dough, it can just be in the fridge, and then it's ready to go, right? So all I have to do is just make the toppings. So I get out the flour, the salt, the yeast, the water, right? Excuse me. Get out the flour, salt, yeast, all that stuff. Water, just 4 ingredients. Sugar, so 5 ingredients. I just use a little bit of sugar in the water. So I get the water right, put some sugar in it so that the yeast can eat it. But this this yeast, or actually, hold on, let me go back. Let me go back. So at HEB, I was looking at the flour in the baking thing, and I was like, okay, I got some flour. Then I passed by the yeast, and I go, do I need yeast? Because that yeast in my pantry is kind of old. And then I was like, nah, it should be okay. I got like 3 packets. What are the odds that all 3 packets are dead? Because if you don't know, yeast, it like if you just have the packets or whatever, it like the yeast dies over time. So that's why if you don't have like instant yeast, then you have to like activate it. So basically you just mix it in water, you put a little bit of something sweet in there like sugar, honey or whatever. So that way the yeast can eat it and then it starts to make that gas. So that way you know that the yeast is alive. Okay. So then I was like, okay, the yeast is probably fine, right? So I don't need to get any yeast. Then I come back, start making the dough, put the yeast in the water, mix up the sugar and the water and the yeast. Wait for like 10 minutes. I come back, literally nothing has happened. No bubbles, no nothing. And I'm like, fuck, the yeast is dead. So then I try the other packet, and then that happens, and I'm like, fuck, the yeast is dead again. And now I have no yeast. And yeah, so now after today, or after I finish recording this, today I have to go to HEB for the third freaking time just to get some fucking yeast for this pizza. This pizza better come out good, man. Uh, so, uh, what else do I have to do? Yeah, I just have to make the ricotta, and I have to make the ricotta and make the dough. Those are the two things that like the only prep that I have to do. Then tomorrow, so on Thursday, is whenever I will make the pizza. Um, yeah, that's whenever I'll make the pizza, and hopefully we should be good to go after that. But right now, today is just I need to make the ricotta cheese and um, get the freaking yeast for the dough. So yeah, I'm excited to make pizza though. Again, I really am. I haven't made pizza in forever. I think it's been like let me think. It has to have been more than a year by now. Um, but yeah, I haven't made pizza. I made a lot of pasta recently. Um, that's about it. I haven't made anything like with dough, and I need to make like, oh, you know what I've been wanting to make actually? What I think I'm gonna do during spring break is I'm gonna make some pie. Okay. I'm gonna make some pie. I have a pie plate. I think it's like I think it's like 9 inches or 10 inches. Oh, one of those two. I have a 9 or 10 inch like the glass the Pyrex pie plate. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna make some pie dough. Okay. And then I'm gonna make I think I've made pecan pie. I've made apple pie. The apple pie didn't. It turned out okay, but I cut the apples way too thin, so they were some of the tops of them were like a little bit burnt and caramelized at the same time. So gotta cut the apples thicker next time. But I don't really feel like making apple pie. I made pecan pie. I made apple pie. What else did I make? No, I made pecan pie like 2 or 3 times before. Pecan pie is so good. Um, but I think this time I'm gonna make. I want to make either like lemon meringue pie, or like some sort of like, or like coconut cream pie with like meringue on top of it. Because okay, there's like this like diner place in Houston. They have a couple of locations in Houston. It's called House of Pies, and those that's like the best pie I've ever had, right? So uh I've had like a bunch of their I've had like, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 of their different slices of pie and stuff, and they're all like amazing. Freaking love that place, but I haven't been there in forever. Even though I've been to Houston like a bunch of times in the past year, but I just keep forgetting to go over there, even though I was like super close. Um, but yeah, the one the pies that I really, but all the pies are phenomenal. But the pies that I really, the one that I had last time I went, I think, was the coconut meringue pie. So it was like coconut cream pie, but instead of whipped cream on the top, it's meringue. And the meringue is like fucking, it's like a foot of meringue on top. It's just, and with the slice, like on the whole pie, you see it in like the display case. And then whenever they give you the slice, they cut the slice, and you see the cross section of the pie, you see the filling and stuff, the crust, and then it's like a foot of meringue, and I'm like, dude, that, and the meringue is so good. It's like it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. Kind of like how the whipped cream is. Whipped cream's like is good, but it's still kind of like heavy. But the meringue is so light. It's like air, but it's like sweet air. It's so good, and it feels like you ate nothing. But yeah, so I kind of want to make like something meringue pie. I think maybe like lemon. Either I've narrowed down my choices to either like lemon or hold on. Let me see what other meringue pies. Meringue pie, lemon meringue pie, lemon meringue pie. Yeah, coconut. What other pies? Let me see. Pie flavors. Apple pumpkin. Oh, key lime. Key lime. No, key lime goes with the other one. Cherry pie. Okay. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Okay, never mind. It's gone. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, 31 delicious pie recipes. Cranberry apple. No, Frito pie. Fuck no. Uh, it's not even a pie. It's just like dip. I don't know why they call that pie. Dream whip pie. It's like chocolate. Oh, here we go. Coconut meringue pie. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do coconut, man. This shit looks so good. Um, pecan pie, dude. Ah, man, pecan pie is. Ooh, pecan is a top 5 flavor of pie. Easy, easy. I think my. Let me think. Ah, let me think. Okay, top 5 pie flavors. Number 1, pecan. Okay. Um, hold on. Let me just get all of them down, and then I'll rank them. So, pecan for sure. Apple for sure. Pumpkin definitely. Um, coconut for sure. Let me think. What else? Cranberry. Cranberry's okay. Um, blueberry. Blueberry? Should I do blueberry? Yeah, blueberry. Because I like the fruity. Oh wait, no, I already got pumpkin. Blueberry. Yes. Okay, 1 is pecan. I think. I think 2 is 2 is coconut. Yeah, I like coconut a lot, man. Uh, 2 is coconut. I think 3 is pumpkin. 4 is apple. Apple's a classic. And then 5 got blueberry at 5. Those are my top 5. So pecan, coconut, pumpkin, apple, and blueberry. Okay. If you have anything else to say about fucking pies, then comment and let me know. Okay. If you say fucking Frito pie, then get the fuck out. Okay. Chocolate pie is like you could say you could make an argument for chocolate pie, but it's just too much for me. Okay. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna make some pie in a couple of weeks, but right now it's pizza time. Okay. Yeah. That movie is so good. Spider-Man 2. I watched it a couple of weeks ago. Oh, speaking of movies, dude. Wait, did I already talk about the Batman in the last? I don't remember. I'm just gonna say it again, even though I might have already said it. Oh, that I'm gonna watch the movie. I'm watching the movie tomorrow. That movie looks so good. It looks so good. Okay. I've seen. I'm not gonna lie. I completely forgot that it was coming out like this week, in the beginning of the week. So, yeah, because I was scrolling through YouTube and then I saw like that all the YouTube movie critics and stuff, they had already seen it and they made like their videos on it, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about the movie. So then I was gonna click on it, and then it was like no spoiler review, and I was like, oh, I still don't, I don't want to know anything about it. So I literally, the most that I know about the movie is I clicked on one video that was a non-spoiler review. I paused it, then I went down to the comments. I read 2 comments, and then I closed it. And I was like, nope, not going to do it. But there were no spoilers in the comments, but it was just like, oh yeah, the movie's phenomenal and it's amazing and stuff. It's an amazing film, all that stuff. So I got my hopes high. I'm so excited to see that, man. Okay, let's man, what the fuck else do I have? Hold on. Let me see, what else do I have to say? Yeah, see? Yeah, it's about what? 18 minutes in. Yeah, I knew it. I don't have enough stuff to talk about, dude. I mean, I started listening to yeah, I guess I'll say this first. I started listening to Tool again. Tool is like one of my favorite bands, but I just haven't listened to them in a long time for no reason. And yeah, Kurf snapped me, I think, and he was like I think he was like Tool dropped like a new song or something, I think, like a new album. Let me see. Tool new album? 2022? New album update. No, is Tool gonna make another album announce? Tool is set to release an ultra deluxe version of 2019's Fear Inoculum this year. No, that's not true. Fear Inoculum. That's the only one of their albums that I still haven't listened to. All the other albums are so good. Fucking hold on, let me see. Tool albums. Yeah, I've listened to Lateralis, Enema, Opiate, 10,000 Days, Undertow, Salival. I have not listened to, what is that, 72-826? I think that's their first album. Never listened to that one. Sober. I don't think I listened to that one. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I've listened to 6 of them. I think my favorite one is probably, I think it's got to be Lateralis. Lateralis is so good. It's got so many good songs, man. And it's got Parable and not Parabola. It's got Parable and Parabola right next to each other. So those two songs, they go together. So you listen. So Parable is first, and then Parabola. I'm trying so hard not to say Parabola, but it's Parable first, then Parabola. So Parable is like super. It's like super. It's not like laid back, but it's like very. It's like a very soft. Um, it's like very soft and stuff. So little bit quiet and stuff, and then at the end, the just everything rises up, and then in Parabola is whenever it starts to like really like take off. You know what I mean? It's like like Parable is the wind up, and then Parabola is the payoff. So I mean that oh man, that album is so good. That's probably man, dude, literally bangers. The entire album is just bangers. The Grudge, The Patient, Schism, Parable and Parabola, obviously, Lateralis, obviously, dude. Fucking Reflection, dude. This entire album is just a banger. Um, but yeah, so uh, there's no better way to enjoy Tool, I think, than just having like a strong hot cup of coffee, and then you just have it at a very high volume, and you just blow your eardrums out while drinking coffee. It's so good. It's the best way to enjoy it, in my opinion. um what else was I gonna say? uh yeah, the movie, what, Tool. um yeah, I mean, man, this shit is hard, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to talk about for like fucking. I don't know what I'm supposed to talk about for an hour. I mean, uh, it's March, so it's March now. So yesterday I like rearranged my room, so now I have a lot more space to like work out and stuff over here. Just do stuff with my body weight. Um, yeah, because whenever the year started, I was like, okay, I gotta do some stuff this year actually. So then I just decided, I was like, okay, let me just focus on like building a new habit. Okay. So I built a new habit. So for January, I think it was in like December or something, I got this book, right? It was a book on like special relativity and some other physics stuff. So I just started reading the book like every day for like 5 minutes. Then after like, I think after like 2 weeks or something, I bumped it up to like 10 minutes. And then after that, I bumped it up to, and then like throughout January, and then by the time January was over, I was at the 10-minute mark. I was reading a couple pages a day, making good progress. February, I bumped it up to 15 minutes, and now I'm like, fast forward to beginning of March, I'm almost done. I think, hold on, let me see. I have it right here. It is. It's kind of, there's a lot of like math and stuff in here that's not like very. I mean, it's most of the book is just like deriving all of like like a lot of equations that you usually see on like equation charts from physics and like physics classes and stuff. It's just like a little bit fancier way. Yeah, it's just like a little bit of fancier way of like um drawing out the equations and shit. But like half of the book is just deriving all the equations from like different principles and stuff. But there's some gems in here about physics, so that's pretty cool. So I haven't read the book today, so after I get done with this, I'm gonna read that. So yeah, so there, hold on, let me see. There are let me see how many pages there are. It's close to, let's see, there are 392 pages, and I am on page 291. So not too bad. I'm almost done with this book. So I think if I keep up this, because I really want to keep this reading habit. So I have this book, and then I'm also reading another book. So this one is called Special Relativity in Classical Field Theory: The Theoretical Minimum. What you need to know to start doing physics. It's by Leonard Susskind, Susskind, and Art Friedman. So art, like you look at art, and then Friedman. Leonard Susskind and Art Friedman. So there's that one. I wouldn't recommend getting this unless you're like really into physics and you really want to know where all the shit comes from. But I just picked it up as like, you know, like, hey, I'm already doing nuclear stuff, so I might as well just learn about where all these equations come from and shit. So it's pretty interesting. Some of the there so it's got like, it's like broken up into like lectures kind of thing. So I guess one lecture is like a chapter. So let me see, there's 11 lectures. Right now I'm on lecture 8. And all of them have been pretty it's very easy to like stay focused and stuff whenever the time is only 5 minutes, and then you start to build up your focus, because before I read this, I haven't read a book like cover to cover in I think like 2 years. Something like that, like 2 or 3 years at least. So I'm just trying to read this book cover to cover. I'm almost done. I'm making really good progress, I think. So by the end of, I think, because right now I'm at 15 minutes every day, so hopefully I should be finished with this book hopefully by like the middle of March, so that way I can just go balls deep into my other book that I started, but I think I'm just going to take a break from. Oh, sorry. I think I'm just going to take a break from it until I finish the special relativity one. So, and this one is super interesting. I'm only like, let me see. I'm only like 70 pages into this one, but it's pretty cool, and it's very interesting. But I think I'm just going to take a break on this one until it's called Salt, a World History. So it's like the telling of world history through how like salt was like a very important commodity and things like that. So let me just read like so it's Salt, a World History by Mark Kurlansky, Kurlansky. I think I'm just going to leave like links to Amazon for these two books, but like I said before, I wouldn't recommend getting the special relativity one unless you're like really, really into physics. And even then, like one of the lectures that I was reading through, I was like, oh my God, when is this going to end? Just kill me. But then after I got through that lecture, then, and I just skipped like some of the math, like derivation, like deriving some of the equations shit, all that shit, like all the algebra, and it's just slog. But once you get through it and then you actually learn like okay, well, I'll talk about the book later. But yeah, so Salt, a World History by Mark Kurlansky. Super interesting. Salt. I'm gonna read the back. Salt, the only rock we eat, has made a glittering, often surprising contribution to the history of mankind. Until about 100 years ago, when modern geology revealed its prevalence, salt was one of the world's most sought-after commodities, a substance so valuable it served as currency. Salt has influenced the establishment of trade routes in cities, provoked and financed wars, secured empires, and inspired revolutions. Populated by colorful characters and filled with fascinating details, Mark Kurlansky's kaleidoscopic and illuminating history is a multi-layered masterpiece that blends economic, scientific, political, religious, and culinary records into a rich and memorable tale. an immensely entertaining read, said the Los Angeles Times. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so I got this book. It says on the back here it's like $16, but I got this book for like $5, I think, or like $6, something like that. I've gotten most of my books from this website called Thriftbooks. It's so clutch. They give you, they have like so many deals on all kinds of books and stuff. You save like, if let's just say if there's like a new book that comes out or whatever, you just wait like a couple weeks, or like a book that you want to read. And actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me just write this down. So I will link both books and thrift books. Okay. So I'll link both of these books and thrift books in the description. So if you're into reading and shit, or if you're trying to get into it, just go over there, look at what you like and stuff. They have so many good deals, like amazing prices on all kinds of books and shit. So highly recommend that. But yeah, so the whole reading thing is like just something that I'm trying to stick with, get a good habit going. But like how I kind of plan on doing the whole habit thing is do kind of add in like a new habit every month, you know? So whenever I have like every month or two. So whenever I have like a habit like set in stone, like this reading one, I basically read more or less every day. I've skipped like a few days here and there, maybe like 4, 5, but for the most part I've been pretty consistent. So and it helps whenever you actually see like how many pages, whenever you see like your bookmark or like your folded the corner of the page folded and stuff, and you see how much of the book you've actually read, it helps you to really like, it like motivates you to finish it out, you know. So yeah. But yeah, so the whole reading thing, I'm still at 15 minutes, so 15 minutes is still like kind of a long time, so I probably won't bump it up until like the end of March or maybe the middle of March or something. But in terms of March, the new habit that I kind of want to do is, now that I moved around all the shit in my room, I have more space to work out and stuff. So I need to, I think I'm just going to be consistent and do like mobility work and stuff like that. Kind of just like yoga also, just something like that, you know. Um, because I can feel like I'm very tight especially in like my hips and my legs and stuff, my shoulders, my lower back too. So I really need to just like loosen up with that stuff and then just start. So I think what I'll do is like for example today, I think after I finish this, I'm just gonna do like 5 minutes or something, like very basic yoga and stuff. So I think I'll just do like the same video, you know, just like I'll just look up like 5 minute yoga routine or something, and then hopefully over a couple of days or a couple of weeks, that'll stay consistent, and then over time, maybe after a week or two, then I will increase the time to like 10 minutes, something like that. Look up 10-minute yoga routine or whatever. And yeah, but it's just staying consistent. That's the main thing. But yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Still at 34 minutes. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say, dude. Oh, I really don't have anything going on. Yeah, I don't know. I've been looking at places to like go hiking, I guess. And been looking at places to go hiking in different states, because I feel like a road trip would be cool. Even though we did a road trip to somewhere a little bit closer than Colorado. Colorado was like 14-hour drive. So maybe like 6, 8 hours, something like that. So let's see, national, or hold on, let's do hiking in the South. south. 13 hiking trails to go to the distance. Okay. Sandy Springs, Georgia, Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, Salt Flat, Texas. Okay. Jesus, 29 miles. Golly. I'm not at that level yet. Need to not at that level yet, man. Need to all right, Alabama, Crimson Tide, Crystalline Lakes, this trail. Arkansas. Need to go to Arkansas, man. I feel like Arkansas would be cool, just because it's like close enough to Texas where it's not a crazy drive. It's only like 6 hours, I think, something like that. So, Florida, Georgia, blah blah blah. Okay, Kentucky. Where's Texas, man? So, Tennessee. Here we go. Guadalupe Peak. Okay, but all these are in West Texas, man. But I definitely need to go to Guadalupe Mountains, man. That national park I think Guadalupe Peak is like the highest. Let me see. Yeah, it is the highest peak in the state at 8,751 feet. You can say you're standing on top of Texas. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Big Bend, Guadalupe Mountains. Those two are like the biggest national parks. Are like the most famous, coolest national parks in the state. But I'm all the way across the state in East Texas. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Need to figure out something close. But yeah, I think during break is what am I gonna do during break? Maybe, let's see, make pie. Okay. Garden stuff. Let me see. Okay, break. Make pie. Garden stuff. Look for hiking stuff. Hiking places. Yeah, that's I think that's everything. And then also do my reading routine or whatever, and then do look for the hiking, do the reading, stick with the yoga. Do yoga after this. I'm just gonna do like 5 minutes real quick. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. I'm just gonna do like 5 minutes every day, and then after like a week or two, whenever I feel like it's whenever whenever you do something and then you build up over time, you only move up in the next increment whenever your body is used to it, or like your body and your mind are used to it. So like, for instance, whenever I did the whole reading thing, I was like, okay, 5 minutes. In the beginning, 5 minutes took like a fucking hour. It felt like an hour, but then over time, it felt like 5 minutes. So I was like, okay, that was over kind of quick. So then I moved it to 10 minutes, and then same thing, and then here we are at the 15-minute mark, and then hopefully in like 2 weeks, the same thing's going to happen. Then I can bump it up to like 20, and then I can really start making some good progress. Yeah. Shit, I was going to say something. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I was going to tell you, I watched this movie. It's on Netflix. It's called Identity. And it was really, really, really good. Okay. It was only like an hour and a half. Let me look it up. Identity. Okay. Yeah, it's on Netflix. It was like a thriller, like mystery kind of thing. It's from 2003. It's called Identity. It's super good. It was only an hour and a half, so I got done with it. I was like, look, I need something that's like short, only an hour and a half, hour 45, so I can just watch this, go to sleep. But it was very good. So basically, what it is it's kind of like it's kind of like whatchamacallit, the book And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. It's like kind of based on that. So it's like let me just read the thing here. When a vicious storm breaks out in the Nevada desert, 10 people seek refuge in an isolated motel. At the same time, a serial killer, under the care of psychiatrist Dr. Malik, who just, oh yeah, Alfred Molina is in this movie. So Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2, this is time back into Spider-Man 2, he is in this movie, but he's only in it for a little bit. Who has just found the killer's revealing journal, awaits execution for murdering a group of motel guests. When the storm-stranded travelers realize they're being killed off by one, limo driver Ed Dakota bids to stay alive and reveal the murderer's identity. So it's like a mystery kind of thing, and it was very, very well done. Super, super good movie. There's like no fat on the movie. You know what I mean? It's like an hour and a half. It's a thriller. It keeps you watching it. I think this is like one of the few movies where towards the end a bunch of like some crazy stuff started happening, and I was just watching it alone, and I was just saying out loud to myself, I was like, what the fuck? What? And yeah, at the end I was like, what is going on? There's no way. And I was just saying it out loud to myself, to nobody. And yeah, so I highly recommend you go watch that movie. It's a very good watch. Like I said before, like the 700th time, it's only an hour and a half. So if you got like 2 hours or something, just put it on. Highly recommend. Yeah, I think. Let me see what else. What else do I got? Hopefully next time. Sorry, this sucks. I have nothing on. Da da dum. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's about it. Just excited for this weekend. Gonna watch Batman tomorrow night. It's gonna be an amazing movie. Friday, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Saturday, I'm gonna watch Mississippi State versus A&M basketball. It's gonna be a good game. Hopefully, we're ranked very close. Ranked like right we're ranked like right below Mississippi, so it should be a good game. And then also Saturday night is UFC, obviously. I think I already. Let me make my. Hold on. Let me make my picks on verdict real quick, so I can have record of them. Okay, so my picks for Covington versus Masvidal. All right, here we go. Sergey Spivek versus Greg Hardy. Ugh. I fucking hate Greg Hardy. But let me see. Spivek, I haven't followed him that much, so I'm not sure about him. Not sure what all he's done. You know, done. Decision. Okay, he fought 3 times in 2021. All right. On February, June, okay. Cancel. Yeah, these fights. Man, I don't know. Oh, Harris. Yeah, I don't know. I think, God, I fucking hate Greg Hardy, so I think I'm gonna take. Does Spivak? Does he have the punching power? That is the question. Does he have the punching power? I think I'm gonna take Spivak by knockout in the second. I just fucking hate Greg Hardy. That's the only reason I'm going him. Okay, Edson Barboza and Bryce Mitchell. What? Most common pick, Bryce Mitchell. Man. You're fucking tripping, bro. Hold on. Edson Barboza and Bryce Mitchell. Oh, man. Bryce Mitchell's... Decision. Oh, man. Submission. Man. Edson Barboza's old, man. He's 36. No, but he only lost 9 beat Chambers. He just lost to Giga. That's it. Besides that, I mean, he lost Dan Ike, but that was a while ago. That was in 2020. That's tough. Let me see. Featherweight. Okay. Because this is at featherweight, so he lost. Okay. Nike. Burgos. And Bryce Mitchell. Okay, I think I'm going to take Bryce Mitchell for a decision. Just because Edson Barboza is... He's kind of... man, he's kind of old. He's old, man. He's 36. That's too old. That is way too old. All right, let's see. Kevin Holland, Alex Oliveira. I think I already watched this. Okay. Kevin Holland, Alex Oliveira. I think I'll probably take Kevin Holland. Most common pick. A knockout? Kevin Holland knockout? Really? Alex Oliveira? I think he's lost like... Has he even been knocked out, dude? He hasn't been knocked out in freaking forever. No, I'm gonna take Kevin Holland by decision. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. How do I do that? Kevin Holland. I'm gonna take Kevin Holland by decision. I'm putting 200 XP on that. For those of you who don't know, I'm using an app. It's called Verdict, VERDICT. It's like an app that me and Ahmed use to make all of our picks for like any sort of fight or anything. So basically how it works is you have for every event you have a certain amount of XP that you can bet. And if you are correct about your fighter, if you're correct about the method that they win, if you're correct in the round about the method that they win, then there's some multipliers for that XP. So then you get more XP back. So for example, let me see, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So for an entire event, usually you have 600 XP. So you can bet any number of XP on any fight. So, for example, I bet on the Kevin Holland Alex Oliveira fight, I bet that Kevin Holland would win by decision. I bet 200 XP. So, if Kevin Holland wins by decision, then I would get, because there's certain multipliers and stuff. So, if I get the fighter correct, then I get 232. If I get fighter correct and fight term correct, so that means how they win, then the potential XP earned is 1080 versus a 200, like betting 200, you know? So it's a pretty fun way to make picks and stuff. So Edson Barboza, Bryce Mitchell, I think I'd take that, yeah. Okay, Colby Covington and Jorge. I have to take Colby. He's on another level, man. I don't see Jorge beating Colby at all. Colby's on a different level. But it's still going to be a good fight, I think. I don't think it's going to be too one-sided at least for a little bit, but I think in the first round it'll be as close as it gets. Then afterward, Colby's going to start pulling up ahead. He's going to take him down. He's going to drown him. He's really going to make him uncomfortable. I think he's really going to just use his wrestling to the fullest. Jalen Turner and Jamie Malarkey. That's... Shout out to that guy, man. His last name is actually Malarkey. And he's a fucking cage fighter, so mad respect. Jamie Malarkey, let me see. I don't know any of these guys, so I'm just gonna take him by decision, I guess. 100 and Marina Rodriguez and Yan Xiaonan. I don't know who that is. Guess I'll take Marina Rodriguez by decision. And man, there's a lot of decisions. There's no way there's all these decisions are gonna happen. God dang it. Okay, I put fucking like 5 out of the 6 fights. I have 5 decisions. There's no way that's happening. Let me see. Let me switch up some shit. Let me do Jamie Malarkey by knockout in the second round. Let me switch up some shit. I'll do Bryce Mitchell. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna do Edson Barboza by knockout in the Edson Barboza and then by knockout in the second round. Always do second round knockouts. Always. Unless it's like a heavyweight fight, then you do first round knockout. Okay, now I have 3 knockouts, 3 decisions. I think that should be good. I'm most confident about Kevin Holland and Colby's fights going to decisions because Kevin Holland, he's been practicing wrestling ever since he lost to Derek Brunson. He's been practicing hella wrestling. So I think he's really going to use it to his advantage now. I really don't think Alex Oliveira is going to be much of a challenge for him. Man, Edson Barboza and Bryce Mitchell, because it's just like the old veteran versus the young up and comer. Because Bryce Mitchell is 14-1, and dude is like, I mean, he's 14-1. Edson Barboza is like a veteran, but he's like 36. So it's just like age versus skill versus youth versus I don't even know. And then Colby's obviously, I mean, Colby's a fucking animal. Of course he's going to go to a decision. This dude is not. This dude's only been knocked out by this dude's only been knocked out by one guy, and there's no way he gets knocked again. Oh my god, dude. What if Masvidal knocks him out, dude? Like a Ben Askren knee type situation? Oh my god, that would be fucking ridiculous. Woo! But yeah, that fight, dude. That entire division is so great, man. The welterweight division, dude, 170 has such great potential for so many matchups. Lightweight, welterweight, man, so many divisions are so stacked, man. It's freaking ridiculous. There's like UFC really has like the best talent. Bellator has some great talent too, but I really need to watch some more of those fights too, man. Bellator has some great fighters too, but yeah. All right, okay, look at that. I'm actually made it to 53 minutes. All right. And here I was thinking that I had nothing to talk about. All right, well, I'm gonna cap it at that. I will see you guys in the next one. But yeah, so I'll link all the. I'm gonna see if I'm smart enough to figure out how to link all this shit. So I'll just leave links for both of the books that I'm reading right now and stuff, and then I'll also leave leave a link for Thriftbooks. So it's a super cool website if you are into reading, or if you're like a really big reader, if you want to get into reading or something, or if you're just looking for a book or something, you don't want to pay fucking $23 for a new copy, just go over there and then I guarantee you can find one for like $10-12, free shipping and everything. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next one.